My only advice is to pay attention to this learning. This learning here, niche, this is what's going to make or break your business. Now, if you're a coach, a mentor, a writer, an author, a speaker, musician, chef, if you're a healer, a yoga instructor, whatever it is, it's so key and critical that we identify the group of people that we're going to serve because every demographic, every person in the world has a different need and a different want. Now, it's up for you to discover what the gaps are. Who are you going to serve? It's absolutely critical because otherwise, what you're going to do is you're going to be doing all these amazing things. It's not going to be hitting your target market. It's going to be missing. And then what you can do is you're going to start to doubt you as a business owner or as a healer or as a coach or a mentor or a speaker or whatever it might be. And then what that's going to mean is you're going to then go out of business. And all that went wrong is you just failed to really identify your niche. So this is a really, really long learning. There's a couple of weeks attributed to this. There's lots of templates, heaps of exercises. So I really want you to pay attention. Like this is real. Like this is one of the most important aspects of your training. So at the end of this, you're going to learn how to create your own profitable business niche. The outcomes for you: mass impact, growth, influence, generate, wealth generation, and business success. Right? It's so critical that you identify your niche. Your niche is that audience, that one group of people that you choose to serve, that one group of people that you absolutely study and you investigate and you research and you know their short-term pain, their long-term nightmares. You then implement solutions and you just take them on a journey. But this is so critical in really nailing down your niche. And as I said, there's probably 10 or 12 worksheets in here to really uncover that for you. So you must ensure that you do all the templates and all the worksheets because otherwise your business ain't going to work. Now, why are we so focused on creating a niche? Because it's very rare to be able to produce a one-size-fits-all product or service that changes lives on a mass scale. You need to start with a group of people. Why? Because you learn so much about them. You know how they tick. You know what they want. You know what they need to get that. You know, you can really start to focus your attention on this one demographic of people and you're going to get results, right? Because you're going to know so much about them. If you try to just, serve everyone, well, you're just a generalist. You won't get the results, therefore your business doesn't survive. So the reason we go so specific and so niche at the start is to build your confidence and get the results. So we start small, we create this little fire, and then we build it into an inferno. Okay, we start small with this group of people. We really narrow it down and we know absolutely everything about them, what they look like, what they smell like, where they hang out on social media, what books they read, what magazines they read, what movies they watch, what are their biggest fears in this world, what political groups are they involved in, what socialist groups are they involved in, where do they hang out on social media, what type of car do they drive, you name it, we know everything about this person. Okay, and then we communicate to them on a way that's going to rock their world. The reason we can rock their world is because we know so much about them. The painful truth is no one gives a shit about you. Just because you made something doesn't mean anyone will care. So many people come to me and they have all these ideas and they put money into it and they go, Rob, it's not working. Like, I created this awesome stuff. I said, who said it was awesome? They're like, well, this is what everyone wants and needs. I'm like, well, clearly it's not because the market is telling you that they don't care. So just because you created something doesn't mean people will give a shit. That's the truth. So we never create and then go to market. We go to market first, get the backing from the market. When the market's like, yeah, I want this, then we deliver. Nothing more, nothing less. Do not create and then go to market because it doesn't work. And you've just wasted time and money on something. So really, how do we do that? It's a simple process formula. Identify, connect, ask, create, reaffirm, deliver. Your niche must be 1 centimetre wide and 1 mile deep. Build depth, excellence, and 1,000% commitment to this small group of people. So again, we identify who they are, we connect with them, we ask them questions, we create their reality, reaffirm this for them, and then we deliver the service. So what we're needing you to really do is to identify the go-between because you have a passion, you have expertise, you have a gift, you have a skill, right? And then there's your niche, that group of people, their worst fear and their nightmare. In between the two, is that perfect space for you to absolutely dominate and rock their world. So what you're doing is you're bringing you into the fold and you're delivering excellence to their solution or their problem in their world. This is where the absolute success comes into it because you're nailing it. When you're speaking to these people, they're like, oh my God, like this is me all over. You're like, no shit. Why? Because you studied, you researched. Focus on one person, not everyone. Focus on one person and just absolutely dominate and rock that. Don't focus on the world, but just that one. Make sure with that group of people, you start to leverage commitment. How do you do this? Because you know so much about them. You know what their biggest pain points are. You know what's going to create long-term frustration or a nightmare life for them if they don't solve or solutionize it now. So you really build that leverage and connection with these people so you can then use that to create change in their life. Your job is to change their beliefs, to question everything they believe to be true. And you totally turn it on its head and you show them a new way, a new system. You teach them how to live. You teach them how to solutionize their short-term pain and how to generate success in the short term. Then what you do is you then take them on a journey where you change their world forever. Whether you be a healer or a musician or a writer or a speaker, whatever it is, you need to know how to really create change and new belief sets in their life. The other question you need to ask is, can they pay and will they pay? You know, if you've got a $20,000 product, or you're doing a yoga series that's going to cost $5,000, but you're pitching it to 15-year-old boys, then it's not going to work because they can't pay for it. I mean, they can certainly go and ask their parents, but I know what their parents are going to say. So we do need to ask the question, can they pay and will they pay? Because if they can't pay and if they won't pay, then your business idea is no good, because as much as it's your passion, it's not going to create any economics for you. And this is why we're doing this, to change lives and create freedom for you. So you need to ask those two questions. Can they pay and will they pay? Niche is so critical. Like, this is a pretty quick little presentation, but as I said, there's about 10 exercises and templates. Me and you are going to be sitting down and going through this in depth because it's so critical that we get this right. The other important aspect of niche is to make sure that we know your story. We know where you've come from, your struggles, your turbulence, your moment that it just changed. You may have hit emotional rock bottom. You may have really just had nothing else. You were depleted, and then you learned, and you had your aha moment. So we need to document this as your story, because your story is what you're going to connect with other people. Your story, we're going to communicate that, and other people are going to read your story. They're going to hear your story, and they're going to go, yeah, that's me. And what you're going to do is you take them through the journey that you went through. Okay, it's really critical that we go deep on this and we really pay attention. It's so important that you do all the exercises, all the learnings, and we're going to be having a lot of conversations about this. You hear me bang on about niche all the time, because this is where you get it right or you get it miserably wrong. Awesome, guys. Pay attention. Do the worksheets. There's heaps. It's so important. Print them out. Go over them. We'll talk, and let's get it sorted so we can start solutionizing your niche and bringing you into the fold and rocking some lives.